Live from our News First studios here in Colombo, this is Primetime News. I'm Sonali Wanigabadage.
A very good evening, I'm Shane Silva. Nigerian President Goodluck Jonathan has declared a state of emergency in 3 northeastern states.
We'll have the details of the story later on in the news, but first here's a look at the stories making the headlines tonight.
The People's Movement against the increased electricity bill takes to the streets. Another group protests to protect the war victory and to show the unity of the country to the world. Speaking in Uganda, President Rajapaksa says that the local government is effective in taking development directly to the people. And 2 children die after falling into pits filled with water in Mihintale and Bandarwala. A protest march organised by the People's Movement against the increased electricity bill was held in Colombo today under the theme, the May 15th Procession Against the Electricity Bill. The protest march was held with the participation of political parties, trade unions and members of other organisations.
The protest march began this afternoon from Campbell Park, Boralla. The protesters charged that it is unfair to burden the people by increasing the electricity tariffs given the unbearable cost of living in the country. The People's Movement against the increased electricity bill said that employees of several state institutions and 24 organizations attended the event. They demand that the increase in the electricity tariffs be reversed.
The people are coming forward as one nation to protest the increase in electricity tariffs. The entire country is feeling this. The people cannot bear this increase in tariffs. The economic pressure on the people has been increased tenfold through the increase in tariffs.
ජනතාවට අහුවෙලා ඉන්න ආර්ථික පීඩනය 10 ගුණයකින් විතර වැඩි කරා මේ විදුලි බිල වැඩි කරලා ඊයේ තමයි හදිස්සියේ මේ විරෝධතාවය ප්‍රකාශ කරලා මේක අවහිර කරේ. පොලිසිය වගකීම තමයි ඒ අවහිරතාවය අයින් කරලා මේ මහජන විරෝධය ඉදිරියට මේ සාමාන්‍ය විරෝධය
The People's Movement against the increased electricity bill added that the Lanka Samasamaja Party, the Sri Lanka Communist Party and the Sri Lanka Muslim Congress pledged their support for the protest. The protest march that began from Campbell Park concluded at the Fort Railway Station.
In the meantime, a demonstration and procession was organized in Colombo today by the United Trade Union Alliance. The alliance said that the demonstration was organized to protect the victory that was won and to show the unity of Sri Lanka to the world.
The procession, which saw the participation of a number of government MPs and ministers and trade union representatives, commenced at the Lake House roundabout in Colombo. The procession travelled to the Fort Railway Station via Olkatamawata. Those who participated in the demonstration said the time has come to suppress certain forces at a time when failed conspiratorial trade unions are planning actions with non-government organizations. The group that arrived in procession subsequently staged a demonstration opposite the Fort Railway Station. In Fraternal Victory, we say that people come to the streets leaving their homes and their places of work to defeat the national and international conspiracy of the UNP, the JVP and the NGOs. We are dedicated to carrying this fight forward together with the people towards victory. We state at this instance what His Excellency the President has said. We ask that Ranil's rogue agreement be exposed. Please tell us what the conditions in the rogue agreement signed with LTTE are. Sri Lanka is not Ranil's private inheritance. It is not his grandmother's inheritance. This country belongs to the people. It is our country of birth and our motherland. Until the agreement is revealed, we will continue our fight on the streets. Following the demonstration opposite the Fort Railway Station, the group dispersed.
Speaking at an event in Ambalantota yesterday, Minister Mahinda Amaraveera said he does not condone positive statements regarding the electricity tariff hike. The minister said that the government cannot do anything about the increase in electricity tariffs.
If one says that the increase in the electricity tariffs is a good thing, that person must have a mental problem. The President does not say that it is a good thing. It is not a good thing for anyone, but there is nothing the government can do. The people are of the view that the corruption and fraud in the CEB should be stopped. No one opposes that, and no one can say that this is a lie. Let's see where the heads of the CEB are at present. What is the current situation? That too should be looked at. Are they having houses in Sri Lanka or someplace else? The minister expressed these views at an event held at the Ambalantota Divisional Secretariat to present appointment letters to graduate trainees.
The Coordinating Committee to Unite Trade Unions organized a leaflet distribution campaign in Vaunia today. The leaflets were distributed to increase public awareness on the multi-sector strike action planned for the 21st of this month, calling for the reversal of the electricity tariff hike. A group including the president of the All Island Estate Workers Union, Ramalingam Chandrasekhar, participated in this campaign.
President Mahinda Rajapaksa says that the local government has been effective in taking development directly to the people. The President made this statement while delivering the keynote address at the Commonwealth Local Government Conference 2013 in Kampala, Uganda yesterday.
Speaking at the conference, President Mahinda Rajapaksa stressed on the significance of local government for democracy. A release issued by the presidential spokesman and international media unit notes that President Mahinda Rajapaksa had stated that a certain level of state intervention is necessary to ensure the equitable distribution of benefit and social inclusivity. Speaking further, the head of state highlighted that accelerating economic growth was the priority of Sri Lanka immediately after the end of the war. Ugandan President Yoweri Museveni, delivering the inaugural address at the conference, assured Uganda's presence at the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in Colombo this year.
Speaking in Parliament recently, parliamentarian Dr. Harsha De Silva said that fraud could take place in the guise of bringing down vehicles for the Commonwealth Heads of Government Summit.
දැන් ඔබතුමා දන්නවා මේ CP එකේ ඔබතුමා සභාපති පාර්ලිමේන්තුවේ එකේ සභාපති හැටියට
The problem that crops up along with Chogam is that they are trying to bring down about 200 vehicles. As the chairman of the CPA, you are aware that when the Chogam was held in Uganda in 2007, a major problem arose and the vice president had to resign. His name is Professor Gilbert Bukenya. Professor Gelbabu Kenya was charged with embezzling several millions from the government by bringing down 204 vehicles for Chogam. He had to resign, but later in 2011, this was brushed under the carpet and he was released. Honorable Speaker, various people will come forward during the Chogam. They will say that they will import various vehicles such as BMWs and Rolls Royces. There is a reason for this, Honorable Speaker. On the 14th of January, a ship docked in Sri Lanka, and on this ship was a Rolls Royce. It was a Rolls Royce Ghost. I have the documentation pertaining to this. The price listed on this is $175,000. $175,000 for the Rolls Royce Ghost. We inquired into this. There is no way you can buy a Rolls Royce for $175,000. It costs about $350,000. Let us say that there was a discount and they bought it for 300,000, but only 61 million rupees was paid in taxes. The government incurred a loss of at least 50 million through this. Honorable Speaker, I am warning you that rogues like this could come forward during the Chogam as well.
ඉතින් ගරු කතානායකතුමනි මම ඉතාමත්ම අවධානයෙන් කියනවා මේ වගේ හොරු ඉදිරිපත් වෙන්න පුළුවන් මේ ෂෝගම් එකට.
The Janata Vimukti Peramana says that the solution to the national problem is to give equal positions to all ethnicities, be they Sinhalese, Tamil or Muslim. Parliamentarian Anrukumara Dissanayaka, a member of the JVP's Politburo, expressed these views at a media briefing convened at the JVP's headquarters today.
බුද්ධියන්සි NIB CID के නිලධාරීන්ගේ මැදිහත් වීමකින් තොරව
There is still semi-military rule in the north. The influence of the government's intelligence services is felt in every facet of day-to-day life. Journalists have been attacked. Media institutions were set ablaze. In short, democracy has been downtrodden by the iron boot of the government. Lands have been taken over, claiming that they are for high security zones, hotels or development projects. Provincial councils are not a solution to the national problem. This is only an extension of power. The people must be given their freedom and democracy. Solutions must be provided to the real problems faced by them. For various needs, the government brings various persons to the battlefield. Now they are saying that the teeth of the provincial councils must be removed. This is a farce. As we said before, the establishment of the Northern Provincial Council is a step towards secession.
A 12-year-old boy died in Mihintale, Anuradhapura yesterday after falling into a well. This distressing report was filed by our provincial correspondent in Anuradhapura, Mohammad Nifraz.
Sadeep Ravishan, a resident of Bogahayaya, Mahakananarava in Mihintale, was the eldest of 4 siblings. This 12-year-old boy had taken over the majority of the household chores as his mother had to pay more attention to his newborn sister. Accompanied by his younger brother, Sadeep came to this unprotected well located about 200 meters from his home last evening in order to fetch water. The younger brother had fetched some water, gone back to the house and had returned to the well after 20 minutes. But Sadeep was nowhere to be seen. When the parents and area residents began a search for the boy, they discovered his lifeless body inside the well.
He cooked for his mother. He took a wheelbarrow to the well to fetch water, and even though he was only 12 years old, he did the work of a 20-year-old. Why has such a tragedy befallen a child who never touched any meat or fish?
Our cameras also captured evidence of Sadeep's attempts to bring light to his household in view of the approaching Vesak Poya day. Sadeep Ravishan was a grade 8 student at the Mihintale Mahavidyalaya. It is possible that his younger brother, who accompanied him to the well, will feel the untimely loss of his elder sibling for the rest of his life.